Hey guys, I'm back. Sunday for me. As you know, wants to do review Sundays, but it's difficult with mods and juices. I mean, I haven't bought anything new recently except for VapeCon, and before that, nothing really too huge to talk about. Wow, it's hot. So what I'm going to do is just go over various different types of mods that you will get, from beginner style through to more advanced, but just explaining the difference between them, and what to look out for, and how to really tell the difference between mods. So let's dive in. Now, your beginner devices are usually smaller, less powerful, and your most common are sort of something with an internal battery and a self-regulated device. So what you'll be looking for is a device with not necessarily any screens. This is the only one I do own, with no screens or anything, but a battery indicator, as you can see, full battery, and literally turning it on. That's it. Yeah, turning it off and on. So self-regulation means you slap a tank or whatever on, and it goes. It does all its thinking for you, should I say. Charging port, fire button, couple clicks on, couple clicks off. Very, very basic. This is a high power device, bigger internal battery, and you will normally get these in the stick forms. I'm going to do an example. Sort of stick form with a button here. Couple clicks on, couple clicks off, and just slap a tank on and go. From there, you'll go on to a variable wattage device. I haven't got any batteries in this thing, but you may recognize this from my other video, the Tesla Punk 220. Variable wattage device. Now, they can come with internal batteries. This one is a dual 18650, and you can get them in single 18650 or single battery and dual battery, and also internal battery. The easiest way to find these is the screen. The screen will come in various different sizes. Can be touchscreen, can be standard clicky button to scroll through menus and stuff. It will be your couple clicks on, couple clicks off normally. Now what you'll need to do is you'll need to put a tank on here and adjust your wattage accordingly. Generally what is preferred to do is you start low and work your way up until you feel what you're vaping on is what you are happy with. So from there, now when you before I carry on, when you're going to be starting to build your own coils, do your own coils and cotton and all that, you will need a variable wattage device or a battery tester. But why spend money on a battery tester when you can have a variable wattage device? It does the job. This you'll use to pulse, you'll use to get your coils working 100%, check your ohmage and all that. Yeah, it's a must-have in your mod collection, is a variable wattage device, because to be honest, those pulses and firers and stuff that you get separately is just a waste of money. Just a completely waste of money. A decent mod will serve two purposes. You can build on it, you can check your ohms, you can pulse your coils to get them 100%, and then you can just vape on it. From there we go to the variable voltage device. Now if you know Ohm's law, you'll know that voltage dictates your wattage. These you can usually tell with no screen. This one has some extra lights, but this is generally what you'll see. Now this is just a voltmeter, and it's fully adjustable to all the way lowest, all the way highest. And like your wattage devices, you start low and work your way up until you get that happy medium. These generally have a couple clicks on, couple clicks off. That's about it. There are safety features in most of these that will dictate. They will bitch at you if you do anything wrong. Now, I wouldn't suggest building on this. You can't check your ohms. You might accidentally, because there's no screen, you might accidentally have this thing turned up and burn your coils out before you've even started. These can come in single or dual battery, or even internal. I'm going to play it on the right way around. Stupid me. Okay. From here, it's pretty much going on to mechanical mod. Now, mechanical mod is essentially a mod with no safety features. These can come in various forms. Your standard tube style, okay, where you slam a battery in there, your fire button is on the bottom. You can usually tell someone's vaping on one of these, and I'll demonstrate, by the weirdly holding these things. Different people use different fingers. I'm a middle finger kind of guy. So that tube style is generally tell about pushing the bottom. You do get different ones, admittedly. That some have a weird setup where the tank is actually screwed down like that, but you still fire it like that. Other ones have a button at the bottom. Those are very, very rare, admittedly. So generally you'll come across a tube style. Now, these also have various different levels of safety. Now, although it's going to give you what your battery can give you, and if you build too low or you build wrong, it's notorious for having the 510 fall out. I'll put it back now. You do get the difference between something that actually has a 510 and what is called a hybrid. Now this one has got a 510. Now you will see that little gold piece down there, and when I open it up, you'll see the gold piece actually sits on your positive post or negative post, or depends how the thing is manufactured and how you need to use it. Then you get hybrid. Now a hybrid, you'll tell, and I have a spare top cap for this, there's no 510 connect, there's no gold piece in the center there. Your tank, I say tank, generally you use a dripper on one of these things, that makes straight contact with your battery, and you actually technically hitting the bottom of your battery. This is a stack, this actually takes two batteries. You're touching the bottom of your battery, and that's making your connection from the bottom to the top, and your positive post that's on your dripper makes direct contact with the positive post of the battery. Button if you can actually see here, if I push the bottom, you'll see it coming up. So there, that little plastic piece is actually sitting on my battery, and when I push up, that's actually hitting the bottom of my battery and taking the current through up the mod to the negative post of the dripper. You get, as I showed you, this is a stack. This is a 2 battery 1 2. You also get 2 battery 1 2. This is a Noisy Cricket V1. This is also a hybrid, and this is how you fire. So it's the same sort of concept that I've taken that tube, okay, and done that with it, if you get my drift. So the current's going down, across, and up. And when I hit the button, that's actually now, instead of taking it all the way up the length, is now just going across. Shortest possible distance. That's the way electricity likes it. So that's a basic overview of what to look out for and stuff for mechanical mods. You'll never see a screen. There's no lights. There's no 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Generally straight up. You might get a switch in it, and I'll show you one that has a switch in it. Mechanical mods. This is a squonking mechanical mod. So no lights, no 5 clicks on and off. Very basic. Now this actually has an on and off switch. So if you see this, that's off. That's on. Okay. Now this is a squonker. This is a mechanical squonker. You do get mechanical, single battery, dual battery. You also get regulated screen. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Adjust your wattage accordingly. Squonker. Now squonking essentially, actually let's make that one. Push your liquid goes here. You push your tube. Well, you push your, and you, if you can hear that. So you give it a push, a gentle push. Now that takes the juice up here and into the bottom of your dripper. And you can't actually see it because I've got a coil in this one. So what the juice will do this. You squeeze, the juice will go up. Okay, you don't want to over squeeze, but you'll learn this if you get into squonking. And when you let go, because you want to squeeze and hold it for a little while, when you let go, it actually sucks the excess juice that is sitting in your juice well back down. It is easy to over squonk, but if you learn, you actually do end up with fairly little juice on the actual juice well. So yeah, this is actually getting a bit long now, but I think I've covered everything. So we've done the more beginnery internal battery, self-regulating kind of GAR, your variable, your variable, your variable wattage devices with your screens, okay, your variable voltage devices with your little turny knobby thing, and then your mechanical mods, straight up single battery 510, dual battery in its various forms, put some juice on that. So yeah, this has been fun. Hopefully you know a bit more about this. I might do some battery safety in a later video, but for now I think that's it. Keep it cloudy.